Rising from the ocean, far from land, these rockets of the future will be too large, the deafening roar of their engines too loud, the explosive power of their multi-million-pound propellants too dangerous for land-based facilities. Afloat as vessels of the sea, however, they can be easily transported, easily launched, and, most importantly, easily recovered for use in other missions. Because of the tremendous financial commitments involved in the development of large vehicles, such as the 80-million-pound thrust Sea Dragon, any radical technique, regardless of how promising it may appear in theory, must be reduced to practice before it can be accepted as a major program. To develop these techniques and to investigate any unknown factors which might be encountered, the Aerojet General Corporation initiated the first of its sea launch programs in 1961 using a modified Aerobee sounding rocket. Named the Seabee, it was flight tested at the Pacific Missile Range in cooperation with the Navy's Project Hydra. Floating 3 miles offshore, this liquid-fueled missile was successfully launched as a completely seaborne operation. Returning safely to the ocean at the end of its trajectory, it was the first missile ever to be launched, recovered, refurbished, and launched again. Encouraged by the success of the Seabee program, but recognizing that the extremely small comparative size and lack of a guidance system avoided many problems, Aerojet General initiated the Seahorse program to demonstrate the Sea Dragon operational cycle with the largest pressure-fed missile available. This was the Army's 20,000-pound thrust Type 1 Corporal missile, a tactical weapon retired from field service by the Department of Defense. On November 21st, 1963, the barge was anchored in the San Francisco Bay off Point Richmond in preparation for the first Seahorse static firing. The purpose of this test was to check propulsion system modifications and engine noise propagation. The Seahorse missile was in position and ready, suspended 8 feet above the surface of the water. In constant contact with the shore-based communication center, the test conductor completed the countdown. The first firing lasted for 14 seconds and was completely successful. The engine's roar was so effectively muffled by the water that it could not be heard on shore 1,000 yards away. Post-firing inspection of the thrust chamber assembly revealed that both the injector and the combustion chamber were in excellent condition. As calendar year 1963 came to an end, events yet to be accomplished included vehicle erection and flotation tests, high and low altitude drop tests, and the important series of free-floating sea launches and recoveries using both unguided and guided missiles. The Seahorse program's successful underwater rocket firings have made an important contribution to our nation's missile research efforts. With this experience, man has moved closer to that long-awaited day when the sea becomes a vast launching pad for the gigantic ships of space.